while the stems are being extracted, I guess I can explain what I'm going to be hopefully doing. Somebody sent me some beats, and I'm going to be flipping them kind of the same way that I've flipped my own beats in the past. But this time it'll obviously be with somebody else's. And I have their permission to use it, obviously, and their name is Elusive Eagle. Okay, you can see it right here. It's not too small to see. But yeah, I'm going to be using one of the beats that they sent me. I'm going to extract the stems, which is what I'm doing now, and slice up the melody parts and kind of make my own melodies from them. And then I'll kind of do something similar with the drums after that. So here's what everything sounds like. So for now, I'm going to mute the drums. Yeah, and I'm going to mute the bass as well. But this is why I chose this beat as opposed to the other ones. I really liked the instruments in this one. I really enjoyed the like the melody that's going on. So let me listen through for a second, and then I'm going to chop it up into some different sections, and then I will kind of chop those individual sections up later. So hopefully you'll see what I mean by that in a second. But let me replay this from the beginning. Okay, so this is like brass. So this is the intro, and it's basically just brass, it sounds like. So that sounded like the same thing, just with like maybe some swelling instruments going on, and like some more aggressive downbeat stuff. It's not as clear though. I'm not really a fan of that section as much as I am the beginning. Just because I feel like I can do it'll be easier to like manipulate this section than it will be this section. So there's less going on. So for now, I'm gonna delete that. But I might come back to it later if I don't have enough sections. Okay, so this sounds like, yeah, it's got that little, I don't know what that instrument is, but maybe a wind instrument of some kind. Maybe a synth, I don't know. Okay, so this is brass with wind. Okay, so this is brass with wind. And I can't really tell if these two sections are different or the same. I think they're the same. Yeah, okay. We're going to call this wind and bass. Doesn't matter. Sounds like it might be what it is. And then we have whatever this section is. I'm going to have to make this louder. I can't hear this at all. Oh, so it sounds like some static. And we're just going to call this static texture. So we've got like a whole orchestra playing now. This is really cool. I enjoy this. So this may be this again, just repeated. I think it is. Okay, so let's make that unique. And let's call this orchestra. Anyway, we already have that, so we don't need more of that. And I don't think I'm going to save this because I already have like that orchestra and I have that like wind lead, whatever that is. So I'm going to delete this. Alright, so this is wind and orchestra. So I think I already have that. Okay, so these are our melodic pieces. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to take the low end out of this texture. Yeah, look at all that low end. So now I have this like texture that I can use. Oh, that's kind of cool actually, because it kind of picked up some snares that were used. So I could actually loop that. I might do that. Sounds like a drum line. It's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to save this down here somewhere. And where is my pattern one? Okay, so we're gonna be right here. Okay, I think we're in G sharp minor. Let's start by stretching that. And then I'm gonna right click here, and then I'm going to open in new Fruity Slicer channel. And it opens this up. And I'm gonna make this to where it's on every beat. Let's go to the Fruity Slicer. And now I'm going to mute all of these so that we don't hear them. We're only gonna hear. Okay, so let's make something new. Can probably change these just to make it a little bit different. Okay, so we're gonna call this. So this is the intro brass. Just to keep things simple, I'm gonna call this M1. So okay, so let's do the same thing. Let's open up a Fruity Slicer channel. I might just copy this over and maybe change these. May not sound good, but I actually like how these are the same. I think I like this actually. Okay, so let's open it up. Change the cuts to every beat. Delete the original, and let's make our own. Might just repeat this actually. And then maybe play something else underneath it, or yeah, underneath it. Hang on, I am confusing myself. Let me flip this part over. I think that's a subtle enough change. On to the next one. Oh, and this is what it sounded like. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's save our pattern because I always forget. This one has a lot of information in it. It's also loud in comparison to everything else. This is going to be as well. Okay, let's do it again. Go to beat, and then let's open it up. It's kind of a cool sound. This sounds cool. Oh, this sounds cool. Especially this second half. But the first half is cool too, because it's like leading into it. Okay. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay, and let's go to the next one. I like that, even though I know it's like just the beginning of that repeated. Let me try the same pattern just like somewhere else. Maybe just up here. It's like electricity. Okay, so these are all the different like melodic pieces that I took out of it. For now, I'm not going to delete them, but I probably will later, just, so I don't have to look at them over here. Um, but I have my new sliced melodies that are right here. And I think that's it for the melodies, actually. But yeah, I have my sliced melodies. This is what they sound like. Oh. Okay. So I think what I'll do now is kind of organize these in a way that's similar to how I would if I were making like an actual beat out of this. And then I'll probably cut the video there and then edit it and all that stuff. And then when I come back and like finish adding drums to it and all that stuff, I'll probably pick up the next video from there. So let me see how I can like arrange this. Yeah, it's just constant too, so I might need to slow it down. So it's basically just that na 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 na. This is sounding really cool now. Because this one sounds like I think this will be the end. And this will be like the quiet part. Yeah, because the way I've been arranging my beats lately is I've been having 5 sections. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And my 4th section is normally like my quietest section. So I might leave this be. This may be how I leave it. In this video, that's basically going to be all we're going to have time for. Because I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't have any drums made or anything. So the only drums I have are what I took and kind of looped from one of those quieter sections from before. So just for fun, I'm just going to loop this over everything, even though it may not be over everything in the final song. Also, when I think in a future video, I'll go through and make the drums for this. And I'll probably do like what I did for this little drum section that I'm going to be looping. And I will take the existing drums and maybe just take sections of it out and use sections of it and then add my own on top of that. But I guess we'll find out in a future video when I do that. So, but let's listen back to this. And again, so this isn't exactly the way it's going to be when I actually go to make the beat and arrange everything. And also keep in mind the drums are going to be added on top of this. But this is essentially like the main part of the melody that you're going to hear. And their name is Elusive Eagle. You can see it right here. Okay, and this was the beat that they originally sent. Okay, so it sounds something like that. And we took those melodic pieces and we turned it into this.